Canadiens, ça fait partie de nous. Welcome back to another Hockey Nation App Nation show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of the Kingdom of the Thailand on Amazing Great with Tuesday night, November 25th, 2025. 2 days from the Thanksgiving big holiday in USA. Hopefully, you're ready to that one if you live in USA. A lot of people are already in vacation. Many people now take a vacation the full week during the Thanksgiving, but not here at the Hockey Nation Live Show. We don't know what is vacation here. We just show up every single day talking about your team, the Montreal Canadiens, le tricolore, le bleu blanc rouge. Yes, the Montreal. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show. Bucket up again. This is going to be a fun show tonight. Yesterday was a lot informative about the Montreal Canadiens, and I go deep. Today, we have more information. I'm going to go review an overview about all the players of the Montreal Canadiens Prospect inside of the organization. I have all of them. Now, here's the kick of this show tonight. I'm going to give you my top 10 top prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. That said, I have my top 10 in July. I'm going to compare between July and today. Player like Oliver Kapanen is already now with the Montreal Canadiens. There's not part of the top 10. Demidov is a player or not regular player with the Montreal Canadiens, and they play all around the world. And the KHL and CHL and Liga, NCAA, CHL, OHL, WHL. I did everything. And tonight, this is a great opportunity for you to ask me any question about the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens, what they are doing this year. I have everything to you for you tonight to give you all information looking for. Example, what's going on with Atus Koivu this year? What happening this year compared last season? Do you see something special about Koivu in the next couple of years? Where are they the final year contract in the KHL example? What's going on with Valentin and VHL? What's going on with Mooney and Engström? So this is the show tonight for that. We don't do a lot. The reason we do this tonight is because it's a while, and I don't understand the NHL, honestly. Sometimes the marketing, it's below average in NHL. Only one game tonight. I'm going to repeat, only one game tonight. Why? I have no clue. Tomorrow we have 15. So we need 15 TV to watch all the game tomorrow night. Then Thursday we have no game. Thanksgiving. It's football day. Where it's okay with me. Then Friday we have 15 more game this Friday. Again, start afternoon all night. I don't understand, but it's hard to follow them sometimes. Anyhow, one day we know something. Here at the Hockey Nation Show, we're going to be live. So I'm going to show to you a little bit more what's going on tonight. First of all, I want to share with you the top 10 prospect new ranking by the Hockey Nation App Nation. And I'm going to share it with you tonight. Don't forget, please, to watch my video every single day. We have a big problem in Montreal. We are too small. And I'm going to talk to you with this tonight at the show. We're going to go a little bit more what's going on, what's happening with the culture, the identity. I'm telling you now, buck it up because this is the show you have to hear about Montreal again. And then Thursday night, the 5th edition of the Turkey Awards 2025-2026, and our top Luciano are a nomination also with that new awards that we're going to create. So don't miss that one. Not for you, Randy. Randy, you skip that one. You are not on the nomination with them. Just kidding, Randy. And glad to see you aboard with us tonight. Randy Walkman is in the house tonight. Lucian also. RJ Calabro is also with us. Only one game, RJ. RJ said, Coach, I don't know what to do now. I don't know. I have only one game to talk about. But you have many things to talk about. RJ is the man of the news update, guys. Part of the family Hockey Nation. So always glad to see him. PRW, go with what tonight? PRW, The fridge of the beer will be a little bit low tonight. You don't have too much to go around that one. Last bet on night, Evan Bouchard, Eskinen, Nurse. I have Bouchard on my fantasy team. Hopefully, Luc Fortin, welcome back, my friend. Luc, hopefully, doing well. Here we go. I knew Jay is going to find some news around the everywhere. Billy from Nova Scotia back in the house. Welcome back. P.S. Big Turkey on Torp's Day. Here we go. P.S. No hockey ball tonight for you. Claude Richard, site à Ottawa, dans la maison de Ottawa, la capitale du Canada. Mr. Claude Richard. Nicolas de Bonheur ce soir, mon Nicolas de Gobi Bonne. How are you, my friend? Nicolas, hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Nicolas, work hard now. Every day. You have to go to bed early, too. Mr. Ovidio, back in the house. Alexander, welcome back, my friend. Glad to see you. We miss you. Stan the man, welcome back. Stan, hopefully do all it takes Stan to come on my show, my video today. And always glad to you around, like Billy did also. P.S. Luciano at the top. Luciano and P.S. Let's see what we got there. Larry Lavalley. Welcome back, Mr. Larry Lavalley. Directly, it's confusing right now. Look, you have to figure out something. Luciano and Larry Lavalley, both of you use the same logo, Nick, I don't know, the L. So Luciano, you have to change and put something else. It's complicated right now. But Larry Lavalley from Green Valley, from Arizona, is in the house. Welcome back. For that one, Randy, Eric Conroy will be signed for 3-4-8 extension. That's okay with that, Randy. I think Greg Conroy, whatever the team is not performing, he did been with the team for many years. Pretty smart man, and Roger. So I think this is going to be a good deal for them. Roger Delaney knocked the door. Welcome back, Roger. And glad to see you around. Another good man. We call him the prof in French. He's a teacher, the prof. I don't know if you told me yesterday what kind of what did you teach at school, Billy, Mr. Roger Delaney. So here we go, guys. I'll give you a little bit more what's going on. Don't forget tomorrow night, Montreal, Canadiens. The game starts at 9:30. Where game start this week? The start of the game are 9:30. 4 o'clock at 3 o'clock, so I'm going to work night shift during the week. If you have nothing, so what I'm going to do, Coach, and I don't know what to do. You have a very big game right now live. If you want to check in, is all the NHL draft prospect between the USAHL we said to you, or again the CHL. So a lot of, I think you have 16, 17 big. Players right there. One of them is nobody about that. Let you know, Larry, Billy, everything is going to get everything. Any question, guys? You can ask at any time. Just try to put the letter Q. That will helping me. I'm alone tonight. Jim Berenga was coming, but hopefully he's going to be back next week. I was trying to do this. I gave a break for all of them, and after Marco, Frank, and Jim. So I'm going to work that way by myself. I think I can handle this. I know you guys like to have some more people, so you don't have to listen Coach all the time talking. But for one night, I taught a research policy and administration for 35 years. Congratulations, Mr. Roger. Seems great people have a great career. They're alive, smart people. I'm not smart, so I didn't have a great year, great life, but it's another subject for the time. Are we starting the new knockout things? PS. Yeah, we're going to talk about this too the next couple of minutes. Here we go, guys. First of all, what we do at the beginning, of course, we're going to talk about one thing here. Don't forget that this is not good yet. It will be later. But the first thing we do at the beginning, guys, is the headlines of the show. And I'm going to start with the one here. Now I'm going to surprise all of you because you're thinking, I don't like that players. You're always hard on him, everything like that. And I want to talk about him, not negatively, but positively about him. I want to talk about Albert Jekai tonight. And Altab's not here, so I'm going to take advantage of that. Play the game and your game. And honestly, it should be an his game, honestly. And for Jekai, at the end of the day, is an element important in the future of Montreal Canadiens if he can't play at the level he should play. And that's complicated a little bit to say that, but I think Montreal Canadiens, with a lack of the size for the full team, Jacky have a specific role in Montreal Canadiens. And when I said play the game, so you play the game, and your game and his game is just not complicate everything. He's not a bad player. He has the hockey is changing. This is another subject. I forgot to talk about this tonight. I did not put anything information, but I did some research the last 24 hours, 48 hours. I'm calculate all the TOI in NHL. That said, this is not Albert Jacky, so let's go back to Jacky. I'm going to talk about this later. Jacky, guys, is if he can play, the things is good for physicality, big hit. The players around him should have their head up when you see Albert Jacky around. This is what we're looking for. He has struggling for the last 3 weeks now. He did not win any fight this year, and this could be a problem on the mentality of the game, where a bit more lost his confidence. He's a bit concerned about his play. He's a bit worried about his job, and those kind of questions are legit, and of course, it's acceptable for any player in NHL. That said, I want to explain to you, you have two kinds of Albert Jacky. You have the Albert Jacky play with physical. Physical for me, guys, is about body check, when you battle, clear the front of the net. As a defenseman, that's all. There's nothing else complicated about the physicality of the game. He's not going to forward checking on the elbow or the other side. He's not a guy carrying the puck. So physicality, guys, you can include a bit the cap control if you want to do that, to pinch the guy properly the right way. But physicality for me, clear the net when you battle and hit hard. Protect your teammates, and that's it. If you have to go to the fight, you don't have to win. Just try to be sure no one take advantage of our star players. Now, the skill-wise, Albert Jacky on the defensive zone coverage, he need to improve overall. Better position on against the opponent players. Better with his stick, right? Better cross backwards on the 1-versus-1 example. Don't keep the inside, but play the player outside. So when we said don't play the inside, you have the dots between two dots. That's called the inside, and you have the hash mark at the middle of the circle. Right. This is the extra inside or the high danger zone. This is what he needs to step up his game over there on the defensive side. That's what we're looking for him. Now, on the offensive side, okay, it's not you have to score the goal. What you have to be better is first pass. We'll call this hockey tape to tape. If you look about his game, pay attention when he sends the puck. Sometimes he tried to get the players behind him. This is where, for me, for him, when you keep his game simple, it's about to give the puck tape to tape. Sometimes he gave too many times the puck to opponent team. He missed the players, his teammate, and the puck go outside the zone, or you just miss a mistake right there. He needs to improve that about this game. After that, on the offensive side, he has to be smarter to pinch, and he also bring the puck on the net. This is another element this year he missed a lot. He block shot, or he cannot find a seam to send the puck to the net. He have a good shot. You don't have to slap shot all the time, but you have a good shot, could create some rebound in front of the net. That's it, that's all. We don't want to be Kel McCarr, right? Yeah, the prototype the player could become, in my opinion, a player like Kudos in NHL. The max he can play a second pairing, and the worst could be at the third pairing. But again, this is right now mess up around him. He needs to step up and to go with what they have in front of him. Play the game and your game. That's simple. And if you do that, he play guys 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 2 minutes. Play on your standard. The standard. Martin, si vous parlez en français, we speak in French, the standard, the standard of the players. They have a standard for the team, and they have the standard for every players. Every player play a role inside of the team, and that's what Jakai need to apply that. And again, and I'm going to repeat again, and I'm going to repeat again, Jakai is an element important in the future with the Montreal Canadiens because he's unicorn on different ways. That said, he need to improve. He need to get better if he want to stay in NHL. And we'll see what is going to be in the next week, the next month, the next year. But again, he is a part of the future Montreal Canadiens if he can become better as a defenseman. That's all. That's my headline. So sometimes you said, Coach, he's too hard with Jakai. He does not like him. He's just not like Albert Jakai. It's not about this, guys. It's about the fact I'm more realistic, and I want to be sure he perform better and help the Montreal Canadiens like any other players, by the way. So I just want to be sure we're sharing that together. Let's see what we got in the chat right now. We have to pick it up here. Reggie is in the house for Montreal. Hopefully the weather is nice over there. Glad to see you about this one. But there you go. I got it watching curling right now. Should wear a bikini, people. It's funny you talk about curling, PLW, because last night we was eating, and sometimes we sit together and we watch the YouTube channel, and because she can't understand English, so last night I showed to her curling, and she was like, "What's that?" She wasn't impressed. She was impressive by the curling site. The key is the L that drives the Zamboni. Larry, here we go. Tomorrow, hockey game, 9:30, Montreal. Thanks so much on this one. Billy, already. Reggie, welcome back. I hope that woman curling, Reggie, he was, by the way, curling woman last night. Many people in Alice believe that Martin Zouy is holding him back. Look, once someone tell me because of the coach or because he does not want to do that, everything like that, it's not, you have to be in hockey to understand that, guys. Martin Zouy is not going to tell to him, does not hit anyone, all right? It will tell him it's about game management. It's about time management. Game management is about when I can take bad penalty or I can take a penalty for the best for the team. And I'm sure they talk about this because the last 2 years he take bad penalty like any other player, but for him his role is very important. So you want to be sure they understand. I don't see like, oh, Martin Zouy is the reason, or Martin Zouy tell him don't do that, don't do that. Could be wrong there. Can I ask a guy to go out on the ice and be intense, a fight when needed, and then penalize him for a mistake about that? I don't think so. He will never penalize Jakai to fight. I don't believe that on that one. He got Martin Saint Louis, like many other coaches now, they shortcut the bench now a lot. And the next couple of minutes, I'm going to tell you the reason behind that. Thanks for all the likes we got. I think he has been held back, and that is affecting his game. I believe Martin Songling. You know what? If it's the case, all right, this is not a mentality of the good players. If he said, "Oh, the coach will want to me that I cannot do that," or I be careful. No. No. show character, and I would be pissed off, and I'm going to show Martin St. Louis who I am. I'm a big body, 6'4". I'm going to hit everyone, left and right, and on the légalité of the game. But you have to be play with piss. You have to be upset. You have to show exactly who you are. And not said, oh, now I cannot do that because my coach is, no, it's not the guys. It's professional league now. It's hockey player league. It's not a guy, because the coach told me that I can now have to be worried about that. No, not at all. Not at all. I don't buy that one. But we'll see. I believe Martin Swiss strongly believe 6 points for Arbor, Jakai, Luciano. Evan Anderson does not look interested in fighting anymore, Luciano. No, Anderson carry on some kind of injury. And for what we heard from Eric Angels, or Engels, about Anderson is a bit careful about to fight all the time. Remind me of the Douglas Murray, Austin will come back. While missing Guhle, we see how bad we need a defensive defenseman, but Arbor is not a top 4 guy yet. Great point about that. I agree with you for that one. 20. Only thing holding the Ab back right now is Hugo Choice. I disagree with that part. It's Hugo Choice. It depends what you're talking about. Hugo Choice. 20. In my opinion, Aber will always take a stupid penalty here and there, but he's definitely put other on the assist. One is on the eyes. You need that. You got a small team. Listen, agree with you about that. I like the kind of contract you go. As but I did not like the cost of the Dobson trade. The player been injured. It's just backlog about that. I don't like the cost of the Dobson trade. I don't see like it's expensive because Dobson bring a lot for the Montreal Canadiens, and the player that was involved is helping the Islanders right now. I will not be bet against Jacky. Hi guys, Perry, welcome back. Don't forget that Arbor was not even drafted yet. He is an important piece of the puzzle, I agree, Perry, but only if he allowed to play a style of the game. Again, Jacky, guys, he's not on the. You cannot. He's not. They're not going to tell him. Cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. It's not. It's not an NHL type of the coach going to do that. They're going to advise him. Be careful when you take your penalty at the time of the game, and where are you on the ice? That would be the advice they get, in my opinion. But who could be different opinion? That's okay with me. Austin, my main critic for Arbor is when they throw bit it get way out of the position, is bad at the second lane, it can certainly improve, and those areas. Speaking of Colin Colette, Jones pass away. There we go. Colette Jones, IP for Colette Jones. Good evening, Dan Hashem and Colette. Welcome. Look, Anderson, coach does not sound interesting fighting anymore. Something smells fishy. No, Anderson guy is only injuries purpose about him, and it's not allowed that one. Our main problem is everything he does is on the reaction and not in action. Could be a good point. Curling is similar to bowling, only curling is on the eyes and harder to play. He looks. Good point about that in 26. But it's not bad. Aber cannot play the game inside of the game. That's what got him to the NHL. About that one for just with you. I don't coach everyone with you. Welcome back, son. Arbor probably need some one-on-one drill with Bouillon. This will definitely help him come this practice. Come on, people. He's gonna have to pass by Engström and then Reinbacher if he does not start being more responsible. Not sure Perry, but definitely does not have the same intensity as last season. There we go. We got the answer. Just an insight from yesterday conversation. Guhle got 4 goals at 5 points last night. I hope Sakashi can say that. It goes hard. This is Utah. Dobson might reach 60 points this season. It's good trade for Montreal. I think it's good for both teams. I think this is a good trade for Islanders and for the Montreal Canadiens. Sakesi is 1 game away from doing what Guhle did last night. Wow, what a great performance he delivered. I don't really like Dobson, what I could risk it, but at least Dobson has been awesome. Garrett is in the house. Welcome back, Garrett. Has been welcome. Thanks for all the likes. Jordan knocked the door. Welcome back, Jordan. Thanks for being with us. Please to have a many option. Claude Richard, IIP, Khaled Jones. About that, the Cubs, 9.5, 2 first-round pick that were mid-eyed. The ball first, and what I see as the third liner and Animan, the player is not what we get me. We get me is the pick. We got Guhle 16, Caulfield at 15. You're right about that, but yeah, nothing guarantee you as Atkinson or Eklam are going to be there. I can give you many 16, 17 player was draft, never perform, and to be a good player in NHL. It's about development, and those players, Atkinson and Eglon, that would take at least 3 years before they join the NHL. And I think who you have right now in the Montreal Canadian organization to have a right defenseman, Austin. Just give me an idea right now who could be play at the first pairing. And just imagine that, by the way. If we don't have Dobson this year, we just start the season with Guhle, and you have those players without Dobson, and you have Animan. What do you think the Montreal would be look like right now? That's the reason I said this was a good trade. Pete Martin isn't out, and but are really the only good team in the division. Welcome back, Randy. A chance to get a Dobson at 16 something is like blind squirrel finding a nuts. Viselsky, keep chunking Perry. Pierre, Pete Martin, Austin. The thing is, the team is losing now without Dobson. We will be a trade whack. Now without Dobson, will be a train wreck about that one. So go over that again. I give you all the information right there. Let's move on. What we got, of course, after the headline, we'll go to the NHL news. A couple of news around the league. It's continuous. This continuous, honestly, for the NHL news, guys, and I'm talking about injuries. Carolina Hurricane announced Kokanemi, not a nomination finalist of the 2024 Turkey Awards. It will be in 2 days. Don't forget Thursday night, 8:30, the nomination of the Turkey Awards is out, is on the ER, and the goaltender again, Kochekov is back again on the ER. Really strange year for him, for Kochekov, the goaltender. So Carolina Hurricane play without Slavin, by the way. They have a couple injuries, but they're still performing. They're still doing well. And we have to give credit for Rob Brandamo with the team Hurricane. What's going on? Let's move on to the next one, guys. Columbus, this year, guys, is wild, but yesterday they played without their star, Marchenko. At the first period, they lost Olivier, and the second period, they lost Werbinski. Now they're all day-to-days. So we'll see what it's going to look like. They play without the captain, Jenner. So my point behind that is, guys, we think at Montreal, we have a couple of players with injuries. Same situation with Toronto. It look like Matthews is returned on the ice tomorrow, but it's everywhere, the injuries in the NHL. So we'll be really interested what's happening about this for sure. On this one, we have to welcome everybody here. I've been sized on the back, and then so is important. Jordan, the Dobson trade is great for unique reason. Most trade is quality players compared, but Dobson trade just fits so many needs. We don't mind losing the draft talent. Good point about that. Joseph Felicis, Engström has been playing on the right side. Why not to try him with Hutson? Because you don't want to put him right away on the second pairing right away when you are on the road. Um, that said, his performance going to guide Martin Saint Louis the next couple of days. But I think you're going to see that and the next couple of games. I'm a little Perry out. They walk away from Stamkos without a care at the wall and look at them and look at Nashville. Great point about that. That shows you something there, Luciano, about your team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. On that one. Let's go, everybody. Garrett Jordan, exactly. Plus, they draft Zareski. Kate will have them. Mike Milligan. Anyway, good point. If Florida finish the Wildcat, no team in the East would want to play them. And the first one, Tampa include, well, of course, I agree with you about that. Dobson is big, great. Dwayne was a total boss. Elsa, boss. At least we are in position where the player has been good. Thank goodness, Austin. Thanks so much, my friend. Tampa, Florida would be good for the hockey to get them together for sure. Coach Vancouver are talking about rebuilding her. They want to trade veteran. You're right about this, Pete Martin. That's another subject we're going to talk about the next couple of minutes. But yes, the Vancouver Canucks guys not looking good. And this is what's going to happen with Nashville. That's going to happen with Vancouver. They trade Miller. And you talk, Tony is really hard on Ken Hughes, and I respect his opinion for Tony. Tony said, Montreal trade for, here we go. Cheers, how good would you be looking if you go throw Lekonen away from Nathan? He has been listening in the many plays on the lineup. You go, did not see how important it was. Sakic is laughing. See, imagine that. We talk about Vancouver, right? Vancouver have J.D. Miller. They trade him to the New York Rangers. They send him back Shedil. Shedil said he played with Vancouver, have 2 concussions. Now, the people thinking when you make a trade, you should looking about players have no injuries in the past. Now, do you trade Miller for Barclay Goodrow? Because you have no injury. This injury, guys, is happening all the time. It's happening all the time. It's part of part of the game. That's simple, part of the game. And Vancouver right now are really on the situation, okay, we have Peterson. Quinn is going to leave the building. Are we trade him now or we wait 1 more year? You have Boza just signed a new contract. They signed a UFA DeBrusque. You can see sometimes, guys, 1 or 2 bad moves, you collapse. And right now, Vancouver are very collapsing. And the goaltender, Demko, would be solid for years. The last 2 years, he carried on with injuries. It's happened everywhere. It's not only in Montreal. It's everywhere. Everywhere. You cannot say we have... Look, the NHL right now, and tell me who has a full team on the roster exactly when they start the season. Fleur Panthers, Kachuk, Barkov, Kulikov, Nosek, Vegas, Max Stone, and Hill, Pietrangelo. It's like, it's part of the game now. And if you are lucky, but you can go through this with not much injury. We talked just about Carolina a couple of minutes ago. That's happening in NHL. Barry, hey, Barry, welcome back. And the day is GM does not know how the pivot season by season. Your team is dead in the water. Live is Senan. Perfect example. Wow, Mammoth beat Vegas 5-1 yesterday. Yeah. Vegas is on the team right now. I make some stats for him. Vegas are 5-5 in the last 15 games. Vegas. Mana right now, guy, is struggling in Vegas. Like, he's really struggling. Hopefully, he's not going to play against Montreal, scored 2 goals. He has only 4 goals since the beginning of season. Marner. Last night, even though the Vegas have no offensive right now, and they are all off. But again, they have only 5 regular wins this season. They have only 10 wins and 21 games. They play under 500. The Vegas Golden Knight. This is a team of searching for answer like everybody else at this moment. Rangers, another example. I received Baron for Kikkonen, trade Baron for Carrier. The trade is fine. The Kikkonen will not be produced the same in Montreal. McKinnon does not play for the Habs. Vancouver had to get rid of Zilov, and it was the start of the downfall. About that, Larry? No, I'm sitting outside. I wonder how many days have been lost due to injury so far, Stan. If you talk about Montreal a lot, around the league, the same thing. It's really difficult right now. Yep, that was the best thing for the plan. And that's remind me of Engström. Guys, was stuck on the bottom 6. A good point about that. I agree with you. And let's move on, guys. I'll not talk about this. Injury, guys, not over. Yak Rangers, the goaltender Jonathan Quick is out on ER. The Winnipeg announced Noel Pyong is going to be out also. Minnesota announced Ino Strezas is going to be out for 6 weeks. That's it. With GM can take a trade, said nobody will be hurt. That's proof to you guys. You cannot face and decide to make a decision, guys, to trade and expect no player will be hurt. Talking about no player will be hurt, guys. A lot of fans in Toronto want Marner win the Stanley Cup to blame the GM. We talk about Vancouver. I want to finish my last news because I have too many talks about this. The Nashville talk about rebuild very soon. And this you have to blame the GM, Barry Trotz. Barry Trotz did not help the team in the last sense. He got hired. He destroyed that team. So many bad trades happening for the Nashville players for the last 2 seasons. And his signature of the UF3 now hit his face with a bad performance. I'm talking about Marchessault, Stenko, Sekech. This is a team going nowhere right now. And they will have to figure out something. He threw them on the bus, out of the bus, joined the media conversation 2 days ago, treating them very badly, the players. And this is going to be backfire to him or the Nashville expect at some point some trade, and they had to take a decision. This is what it blew my mind. They trade Askarov. Imagine you have Askarov. Now you can trade Zaros, get something good in return, and continue to move up. They just bad trade. They gave Tovinen for nothing. And the trade Carrier for Baron. Montreal win that trade. And I can go all the way like that. It's just disaster. And I always like the Nashville Predator, to be honest with you, like a good organization under David Poile as a GM. He did for 20 years. He was excellent GM, and now he lost everything. So it's really sad to see that, and we have to. He had to figure out some kind of, the new better administration, a planification for the team, for them, because without this could be a very bad long term for the Nashville Predator, for sure. Let's see what we got for that. First of all, welcome everybody. If you don't click on the likes, I appreciate a lot. Thanks with us. Tonight, bucket up. It's about the top prospect Montreal Canadiens, but you can ask me any question. I'm here for 2 hours for you. I'm alone, and I won't take advantage of that if you have any question about anything. I'm here to sharing with all of us together about that. Screwminer Luciano. About that, Frank Aspon as the sun went down. There we go. Yes, coach, injury are everywhere. Bad trade are everyone. All you ask for your own GM is get minimize mistake and don't keep making them. Great point about that. I agree with you. Western Conference it's front B's. Kevin, I hope the Browns would be great without the number 73 Charlie McAvoy. Um, Here we go, Kevin. I'm starting to work on the Boston Bruins right now. I'm starting to work on three teams where I try to understand where are they now at the Thanksgiving. Why the prediction of a many experts was predict that year for the team, and the team is right now doing great. And the Boston Bruins is three players right now. Swimmen have excellent season so far compared to last season. David Pastrnak, one of the top best player in NHL, considered to performing without Bergeron and Marchand. And then you have Morgan Kiki. Morgan Kiki, guy, this story is Hollywood story. He has run out 17 goals in 24 games. He scored last year 33 goals in 37 games. He's on the pace right now to score over 50 goals. If you follow his ratio, it's about 42 to 44 goals this season. This is a player was not expected to explode that way, and that's gave the Boston Bruins where they are tonight. And congratulations to Boston Bruins. Now they lost Charlie McAvoy. This is going to be a blow for them, like Jack Hughes for the New Jersey Devils. The problem with the Boston Bruins is there are not many players and the Providence and American League to helping them. They are really light about prospect, and if they lose one, two more players, there will be a team going struggling. But because the parity in the East Coast Conference it's there, they're going to hang in there for a long term. If they can go around injuries more, Kevin, they have a really good chance to make a good run and maybe make the playoff. Monarch will finish the season with 90 points plus. A game I'll play at full trot these days. Injury are going to happen. I watch now using game. Peter McNabb will do 4-minute shift and not break a sweat. NBA, guys, I don't follow NBA, but I read on the Twitter today about that where and the NBA have many injuries. They don't understand why. By the way, right now, Edmonton played the Dallas Stars. This is the final Western Conference. And the Dallas just scored a goal at 1-0. Another bad play, guys. And the captain, Jimmy Benn, scored a goal for them. Skinner got to do anything about that. So that's okay. Not big deal. And Edmonton right now, losing 1-0 already. We'll see what's happening there. A turnover on the defensive side by the Dallas Star created that. Then Johnson carrying the puck, and then around the net, can burn the point on the back door. And Paul Conan and Bouchard got beat behind the net, guys. Easy. And that's it for Bouchard. Too many injuries all around. RJ Carbo, Gary Bettman defend NHL integrity as league as eyes expand oversight, totals, winner gambling scandal. RJ Carbo consider carrying all the different information about that. Thanks so much. Frankly, hey coach, how would you use TC or would you? Alexandre TC, guys, join the Montreal is not going to play. Breakaway by Edmonton, shoot a puck saved by Ottinger. He would not start the game at tomorrow. They will give him a couple of practice return that. This guy will be a 4-liner with Joe Villano, TC, and Gallagher. That's pretty much you're going to get that. I'm going to talk about him a little bit later, guys, but just keep your vibes about him low. That's the best thing I can tell you guys. And BPM this morning, yesterday, this is going to be great. This is good for the Montreal Canadiens. They have nothing to do. They're going to, guys, the guys played 39 games in 2 years in NHL. He is scared to go in front of net. He's not physical, and does not fix what Montreal are looking for. In my opinion, you better to let play Jared Davidson and Florent Jagai over him. But I could be wrong. But you're going to if imagine he scored 1, 2 goals or 3 goals, but at the end of the day, guys, I don't expect much about him. Um, I would prefer me to bring someone from Laval, right, and bring energy, sparks, hit hard, play hard, effort. Now, can you be motivated? It's just for me. I don't get it, but I could be completely wrong about that. Good question, by the way. At least it's not only Montreal I've enjoyed. As most less than 2 years, frankly. Today, and as I said, I don't know him about him or Joe. It was not very enjoy. I could say any golden trait. I've been bad, Austin. I'm canning Japanese beer. Here we go. On the great one over there. So there we go. If Stacey can do a point every 2 game, it will replace Veneno. Could be happen about this one, Tony. Sorry, but I gotta disagree with you. Take on the Likanen trade. Baron and return was awful. Carry was better, but still not important as Likanen. Colorado knows all the lot and they love it. You get a player elevate his game at the right time with the right team. There's nothing wrong. But with Montreal, Likanen, guys, his best season was 18 goals. Otherwise, was 10 goals, 12 goals. Likanen. Like, that's happened about that. I'm not saying this fight is good, but are they going to get better? How they get better? I think he should have better in return for sure. For that one, someone gave me some Japanese. Here we go. Roger Bouchard, could we get the update or let us on Dak and Guhle? Guhle continues is both of them continues. Dak will be 5 weeks. So expect again what maybe before Christmas or Christmas, and then for Guhle it will be only at the beginning of the January. It will be returned with the Montreal Canadiens. Thanks again for the question, Daryl. Nashville is show right now. Yes, Sandman. How is Owen Prats doing at the CHL? Do you see him ever making a Montreal Canadian? Good question about that. About them, about Owen Prats. Prats play right now with Bradford. He had 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points this season. He is really, really reliable on his defensive side of the game. His physicality. He's still on the bubble to make the Team Canada. I don't see what happened, but I could be wrong. Good season overall. And now with the Montreal Canadiens, I'm a little bit worried he become another William Trudeau. The time we tell us, right? You never know how the development, but if you want to compare Owen Prats, guys, you compare him like William Trudeau. That's similar. Physical, play hard. We have he can bring some kind of the offensive side of the game. Maybe Trudeau a little bit better overall, but at the end of the day, I believe, guys, that's a similar player if you can consider him. If you want to know a little bit more about Prats. Great question, guys. I'm here. Congratulations for Jimmy Benn for his first goal of the year. Back in the lineup 2 days ago. Western Carranza, final coach. Wait, hold on. What about Colorado? Dallas, Edmonton, Western Conference. No, last season, Pete. That's what I was talking about. Engine to load management with the player key enough. A gay player will never do that. Great point, Perry. Austin signed for speaking French and been a fresh phase. One Villeneuve has been awful. Unfortunately for him, did not work. Bench of Villeneuve and send him to waiver. Perry has used the bad load management night. There's load money. Yeah, his signature is just player Laval who hope they can be called up. Great point about that. So that's my feeling. I was married for over 20 years in Montreal. I could not give away our Japanese beer. Here we go. That's funny. Problem, Roger, the injury update obviously going to be ugly. Cannot build a future competition team around too many of our guys. That's on Hugo. You really hard on Hugo, Tony. Now, one the customer, and here we go. They talk about beer. I'm not know about that. Coach they couldn't have show how good he was long before he go move him out. Again, guys, if you want to do that, if you go that direction, I will give you how many goals he scored the Canadian guys with the Montreal Canadiens. That's really Canadian guys, right? I don't say is the bad players. I just said with Montreal guys. All right, with Montreal guy, 13 goal, 19 goal, but with two team. So he finished the he scored 13 goal with Montreal. Before that, seven goal, 13 goal, 11 goal, 12 goal, 18 goal, 28, 21, 31, 27. So you're going to tell me right now this player was played great with Montreal Canadiens? I disagree. He plays 16, 15, 15 minutes per game with the Montreal Canadiens. This year, have an amazing, great year, but Colorado is special. But before that, 45 point, 34 point, and 51 point with Colorado. If you want to hear a little bit more about this, you talk about Lekanen. All right, I'll give you that one, guys. He played only 64 game. He played only 44 game. He played only 69 game. In the last 3 seasons and the last 5 seasons, 6 seasons, 7 seasons, he never played a full year. His maximum of the game are 70, 20. And this year is an exception. Played a full 22 game. So the trade a player was injuries a lot. And you telling me you go he make trade for injury players, and now you want him to keep a player who has many injuries year after year. So I don't know. Try to understand about that. Philippe, welcome. I agree with you. Coach, go Habs, go. Philippe, Roger Bouchard, could Kapanen score 20 goals in the season? Yes, Roger, he could, but I don't expect that. Could he make one time, two time, maybe? That's the kind of guy going to be 16 goal, 15 goal, and maybe 45 point, 50 point if he plays second center in NHL. But the key behind that, when you score 20 goal, guys, all right, in NHL, you have to play on power play. And his time power play is not there. He played unit with number two, but not regular. So I think it could be difficult for him for that one. Other buck, first PL November. I think Kapanen can Roger about that. To Roger about this one. Let's move on here, guys. Let's talking about the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, we'll talk about the news for the Montreal Canadiens from Utah. We got some news from Utah for the Montreal Canadiens, and we're going to talk about this one. First of all, guys, today Engström Jakai was rotate as a defenseman. That said, that's not guarantee Adam Exum going to play. That's not guarantee Jakai will be removed. That's not guarantee Trouble going to make it. I have no clue. It was not mentioned about that, but there was what happening in Utah. They only know it's Jacob Dobesh is going to be the starter for the Montreal Canadiens. Same situation for the forward. Extra forward was Alexandre Tessier today, watching what's going on the ice. So you can see a little bit the picture of what's going to happen for the Montreal tomorrow night. I expect Engström to play, but I'm not sure if it's going to be Jacky or Strobel. That is going to train the oil tonight, Luciano. I agree. Roger Monte will be traded before the end of the season. That's a great question here. Oh, I did miss it. Could Kapanen score 20 goals? Okay. About that, McKinnon. I think Kapanen can go. I did not see that one. I agree, Roger. Montebo will be traded before the end of the season. All right. So let's go that direction. Where do you trade Montebo? Who do you trade for? Then, who is going to be your goaltender? if Montembeau leave the building? And who would be the goaltender in Laval if you take Kakkonen? Explain it to me and give me your answers. That'll be good. We can sharing and see what's happening there. What about Budzik Audio? Code is Zapier. About keyboard slip. A2, that's all good. Hello, A2. Audio, what about Budzik? This is another good point about Budzik, guys. Um, you know what's going on with Jekai, right? And he's struggling, play on his mind. Budzik is on the same boat right now. Martin Sui tried to bring him on the first line to make him a little bit more, sometimes you need some kind of positive, everything like that. But here's the problem for that. So I did other research about Budzik with the first line because he's played with them for the last 3 games now. This is the worst line in NHL right now. What? If you think about Manus, if you think about chance shooting, if you think about the HGF, Corsi wise, that line right now is struggling. And the Dallas score, again, 2-0, again, defensive orders. And this time, a Rob Hans scored a goal for the Dallas Star. Defensive problem for the Oilers. Ekholm is on the ice with who? With Bouchard. Bouchard running left and right. Now, Bouchard does not look at the left side, guys. Yeah, 3 forward and front of net, and we have 1 defenseman. Now, 2 defensemen. Ekholm got beat on that one, guys. Terrible. Anyhow, that said, Budzik right now, that line does not help. You want to helping that line, you want to bring a Budzik. Sakeski was a better fit with that first line. Can you destroy the line of Sakeski with Demidov? Don't be surprised. After 1 period, 2 period, you can have some kind of switch, everything on that one. I don't have the right answer on that line. I would be, me, if I was Martin St. Louis, bring back Sakeski at the top. They've been together for years. They've been great together. Don't change that. Try to fix Demidov Kapanen with someone else. Is it Budzik? Try Budzik there. It's not. Maybe a guy like Davidson. Come on, coach. But you know what get Davidson? What you get grits. You get a guy drive to the net, and that would bring some kind of the physicality they don't have. Budzik can maybe do the same thing too, by the way. But I don't want to help bring Anderson or something to or Gallagher there. I would prefer, because Anderson worked well on the bottom with Jekai right now and Evans. So, but we'll see. I could be completely wrong. I go with Taubesh, Vegas, and Colorado. I will go with Taubesh versus Vegas and Colorado. The problem with Chano is a back-to-back game, and I will not do that. Secondly, you play in Vegas, you change the time, you play back in Colorado, and then both game are afternoon. Is a destroying if you go back-to-back game for that one. Pierre Darrell, Nani, I can beat my get a beer. Monte for 3 first and Costco membership. Mark, only comments I have about Utah is to look both ways before crossing the street. We don't want a repeat of what happening to Eneman. Want to be sure, stay at the hotel, Mark. Less chance to get hurt. Thank you so much. Welcome back, by the way. Where is the second goalie that was played in Laval with Primo last season? He returning in Europe. Are you talking about... oh, no. I apologize. You're talking about... he is with the Boston Bruins organization. Jeez, I forget his name. He's with the Boston Bruins organization. Billy. A2 I disagree a little bit with Coach. I think TC is going to be great addition to the Habs. He really want to be here and his skill. You may be right. I don't say you're not wrong, but I don't see that. He did not work with St. Louis Blues. He did not work with Columbus. it will not work with the Montreal Canadiens. You're going to have another prototype of Joe Villano at the end of the day, skilled player, but does not fit with Montreal Canadiens, in my opinion. But we'll see. If he work, awesome. Short term, maybe. Long term, I don't think so. They say as a little pro, it will work. I hope to get an extension. Why is that the team that have a huge contract don't win the cup much anymore? It depends which team you're talking about, Roger. Winning a Stanley Cup is very different. He take a lot of different things, and the formula is not easy. Other the fact, like you need to have big defensemen, a big size team, and play with some kind of together, everything like that. But play the specific role. It's not easy formula. I think for me, winning Stanley Cup is like you try to win, but the formula is not good for all the team at the same time. So I did not know it was back-to-back. Not a problem, Luciano. That's why the reason you come here, Luciano, to learn more about what's going on. Just kidding, buddy. We love you. But Zuck, forget that. Doc, forget it. Maybe Evan Guhle. About that, so we get the rest of DC. There must be a reason. I'm not expecting much. Check on the schedule. I play 5 back-to-back and the 4 weeks approximately. Audio, welcome back. You're right. Thanks for all the likes. You take this. It's just a filler for the time being until others are ready to come back. That's my suggestion about him. I think Connor Hughes played là-bas last year. A goalie is now in Europe. It was supposed to be. Now you may be right, but I thought he was in the Boston organization. Mr. Thanks for reminding me his name. I can't believe forget his name. Jesus. Connor Hughes. I have I have the Finland goal in my head at the beginning. I have a great year. Was the MVP of the 12-year Lions, by the way. Last year, the winner of the Kelly Cup of the East Coast Hockey League. I try to get him right now, guys. Let me check. Golden 96. Yeah, he's right now play with Lausanne this year. You're right about that. I thought he was signing a contract with Boston, guys. Jeez, I was wrong. Now, honestly, Connor Hughes was returned with in Lausanne AC. But guys, we don't talk about the same goaltender. Yeah, we talk about him. I thought I confused. I was talking about the goaltender with the 12-year Lions, with the Boston. So I apologize for that one. But great to remind me that one. I was wrong. Thank you so much, everybody. Left the last conference and the fact of Buffalo ahead. 9:35, we're going to get very soon. Pierre Pablo been difficult under Dobej as a starter, 7-1-2. What record would people like Dobej to have 9-0-0? So I think Sakeski Lab is new role and Lab play with Kapanen and Demidov. Yes, you're right. But is it best for the Montreal game? I'm not sure. I would love to play in Switzerland. What a nice place to be, Perry. About that. So let's move on, guys. We don't talk about the thing. We want to talk about the top prospect Montreal Canadiens, guys, and let's see what's happening there. We'll be right back in a few seconds. Here we go. We are back for the top 10 Habs prospect ranking. So what I did, guys, I did a friendly. I put all the players on the league or on the area. I'm sorry, location. So you're going to see all the name. I'm going to put the name on the board. To have a better conversation, you can ask me question about all of them. I'm going to go one location by one location. I'm going to tell you a little bit more what's going on for the players. And then after that, I'm going to give you my ranking. And we're going to see if we are agree or disagree. And what do you think? Now, player ranking, guys, top prospect, I simplified that. Kapanen, Hutson, Demidov are not part of this anymore. It's only the players that are not have a regular spot with the Montreal Canadiens. So a guy like Reinbacher is still on my top prospect ranking with that part of there. Philip said, Michael S. number one. I respect a good game. Order start tonight at Yuck, $3-0 Dallas. I missed the third goal, by the way. 6 shot, 3 goal from the Dallas Star. Walking at the Paul reference on the Habs group is epic. Here we go, guys. The Rocket. Farrell, 15 points this year. Engström, 14 points. Davidson, 9 points. Beck, 10 points. It's 4-0, guys. I believe. Mizar, 9 points. Let's see the replay, guys, on that goal. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Roy, 7 point. Reinbacher, 7 point 10 game. Fuller is at 2.10 with a save percentage of 0.9 and 5, I believe. Jekai at 4 points. So, if you have any question on that, let me know right here. Working in the panel, you traveling only quality is to be the son of the Boston Pizza Dude, PLW. Perry age at 20 point and 16 and 15 game at $4-0 on that one. Sad new road is to take shot of the second line. Pete, believe it or not, is trying to be a big brother to Demidov, a captain on the second line. No goal. 3-0. 9 goal and 11 assists at 20 point for Edge so far, Luciano. You're right. Perry Martin, that is a good role for him. I think it would be raised his level. So this is guy, the Laval Rocket. Farrell, good year so far. He played on the two different line. It was at the beginning with Dauphin and Belzile. Now the last couple of games, he played with Mazar and Beck together. Engström, you know exactly what's going on with him. Davidson, 9 goals. Now is back with the Montreal Canadiens. Beck, 10 points. Beck played a little bit better for the last 2 weeks, I'll be honest with you. He elevated his game. Unfortunately for him, he got passed by Kapanen, and he still tried to find his game back. I think Beck have a good work ethic, smart hockey player. Can he carry on that in NHL? I'm not sure. The time we tell us. I like Sakaski in second line. It's time to have free him up to be the player he was at the World Championship again. Yeah, we see that. Luciano Zarowski, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. Farrell been watching Coronel and Calgary and Laferrière and LA. You're right about that, P.S. It was his best buddy is honestly Coronado. But you're right. So this is happening, guy, for the Rocket. The Rocket are also Trudeau with the Montreal Canadiens, with the Laval Rocket, Talk, and then you have Thorpe and Kidney. Those 4 players, guys, right now, it's other effect Trudeau have not bad at all. But Thorpe and Kidney have a really bad year so far. Kidney was sent down in 12 years, just came back, sent Montreal, called up Davidson and Jekai. Thorpe, I don't think was a great decision to keep him. If I was Laval Rocket, I would send him down in WHL. That's my own opinion. But look what happened with Jekai last year. He turned around to be great, but Thorpe, he's struggling. Kidney, this is over for him, and I think it will be the end for him on that one. Age is +8. Age is the most important prospect until used trade for a 2-second center. For that one, concerning the state of the goaltending, I have to ask about my dark horse, Volunkin. Volunkin, very bad news. He's played with the Spartak and the VHL. Spartak signed today Georgiev. Played well and on that team. I watched a couple of games of his game. I get some highlights for sure. 6'3". He's just not on the right place right now. When I said he's not in the right place, because he does not have the possibility. I wish he can play in the KHL. He refused to go back in the Sochi. So this is a goaltender, guys, could surprise. Those Russian goaltenders normally are pretty good, but we have to wait one more year. He's been good on the MHL. He's been good on KHL, on the VHL. This is, like you said, a dark horse. You have to pay attention. But this is going to be a good player right there for sure. Thanks again for the question. Mezar has been played solid in hockey in Laval. He played a better year this year. He played better his role or his expectation right there. And guys, we have another goal for Dallas now. 4-0 Bouchard. Terrible Bouchard. Like, that's terrible. On that one, Mezar has been great. And Andres H61 189 has doesn't need to work out for the Habs. Trudeau can be considered. He's playing very well at PLW. I don't see guy Trudeau with Montreal, honestly. Every time he's been in any shot, guys, he's behind. For me, I don't see this at all. For that, H not even play center and he's right now. PLW, H is play as a wing and say, I'll be disagree with you, PLW. Every time they put the score, the starter lineup of the Michael Edge is on the second center, second line, normally. But during the game, he can switch everything like that. But we'll see where he's going to be. Coach, I think Edge is playing wing more now. Is that concern giving his draft to be a center? No, not necessarily, Billy. They don't let play the players for the future of the players. It's more about their team. And they are really good on the center-wise. You have Old Craft on that line. You have Hughes also with them. That's just a question where they ask now because he cannot play center. It's just what the Michigan need right now. Remote the limit contract or the add 10 of the limit and the NHLP development team and the prospect should be there. Oilers getting a spank. Yeah, right. That's terrible, guys. Delay penalty for that. Sarowski at 6'1", 163 is not close to play in NHL. About that one. The AHL is harder than the KHL PS. They don't hit, and the KHL from PS. Here we go. Next one, the CHL, guys, where the goaltender Rakov have a great year with Blainville. 9W so far. His goal against average is a 3.00. We have a save percentage over 900. Vec Vanex is very difficult for him. Play for the Newfoundland. He's struggling. He's not start. He's backup number 2 over there. And we'll see. Pickford, very interesting. Pickford, 12 goals, 11 assists, I believe, or 12 assists, 12. Pickford has been one of the best defensemen for the Montreal organization for offensive side of the game. Solid. Pickford is really an interesting case to follow up him. I can wait when he's going to be with Laval Rocket. Endall, unfortunately for Endall, guys, he's the one struggler wearing number 53. Remember him with the Montreal Canadiens. He's not have a great year. Got a couple assists. That's it. Nothing big. Pratt, we just talked about him a little bit early. Pratt have a good year overall. The 2 goals, 9 assists. Popanikis, he missed a couple of weeks because he have the mononucleus. For Popanikis. He have 5 goals now. He got a couple of goals. Last week, he have maybe 1 or 2 games does not have anything. Then he scored a goal. He tried to get back in shape. I watched maybe one game, two game in November for him, and he just need to back what he was before. Just a little bit behind everybody else, but big body, 6'5" guys. He use his body when is necessary. I like his game. It's just right now he's just behind because he missed a 1 month. Plus McNeil as a defenseman is McNeil couple of points, nothing big with that part on this one. Let's see what we got here before we move on. Do you think that the ad might be evaluating showcasing Engström? He might be add to highest value right now among the no. I don't see that way, and no, I think it's more about what he accomplished in Laval. Secondly, the Montreal need a 7 defenseman. Thirdly, that would be good to evaluate him if he play an NHL what he look like. So put this together. That's the purpose of that one. It's not for any trade or to send him out on the Montreal. I don't think so. Zarowski is second and point at 820 and still a kid. He won't be up for a few years still. Pierre Martin, bad boy. PS today. KHL is Swiss League is better caliber American Hockey League. Here we go. Prats on that one. PS Dallas go for 8. A shot another stellar payout for Skinner. Not looking good with that. Skinner for Montebello, the Skinner for both may be good. Perry. Others have no leadership. Getting point is not leadership. Skinner for Montebello 1-on-1. McDavid is already packing his bag for New York Rangers. Luciano. You have to wait 3 years. How is Vincent Roy? Good point about that. Roy, guys, I think he's on my next one over there. He's not, but I'm going to go that way. Rover, he really struggling, guys, after he came back from when he got caught by the Montreal Canadiens. He really, I don't know, his mentally was affected by that. But I think he have 13 games with 0 point. Then he started to play the championship. They do like during the year, they have a champion league. It's like they play every 2-3 weeks or 1 month, and then they accumulate. And now you can eliminate anyway. The short story, he got a little bit better for the last 3 weeks on the productivity of the game. He does not have the same TOI like he was last season, but he was very impressive. Well, he played well with the Montreal Canadiens. I think for me, he's going to be with Laval Rocket and at the end of the year or next season. And I like his style. He's just a small player, 5'10" maybe, and maybe 165. So this could be a problem for him. But good question about this PLW. That's what I'm here for tonight, guys. Others need a job, Bob Genney type leader. With Robert and after we're with Laval for that one. Talking about Cuivo is another struggling player. Oh, guys, Cuivo is not great this year. For some reason, honestly, I didn't watch him for the last 2 weeks. I did not get anything over the effect his point, but didn't have a great start of the season. I don't know why, and I can have no answer. Maybe the time will tell us a bit more about what's going on right there. The others miss Kane and Perry. I think Luciano is really Perry for me. I don't think Kane is a big right there, but really Perry is a big problem there for sure. But again, Luciano and everybody else. And you can see with Montreal, with any team, if you go down there, cannot make save, not work. It does not work. Of course, coach, you don't have to be smart to know that. My point of view is you go down there, you don't have confidence on him. You don't know, if you put Proposki or Hottinger or Vasilevsky or Halebach, the team feel they have a good solid goaltender. But right now, guys, the defense is terrible. This is another team is struggling for sure. PS, yeah, Swiss League player, maybe better. Many former NHL players there. AHL filled with 24 would have against PL. We did not see that in the Connor Hughes performance last season. Maybe score kind of question. I think I just heard McDavid yelling. Question, Perry. I don't see much talk about line number one. Who will play with Coffee Suzuki a long-term lining? No, I don't think so. Lining will be a solution about that. I think Sarkozy will be back at that line. At least they get another extra top players. Uh, they try to fill up Sarkozy with Kapanen and Demidov, but I think for me they would have to find a better players at what they have on the depth and from the trade or something. And I think it would be better if they can increase in Kapanen to another players as a second center to helping Demidov. But at long term, I don't see that. At long term, I see Sarkozy to be that player, Perry, with the Montreal Canadiens. Guy Boucher often expressed how Swiss League was with more higher skill and American. He did coach in both leagues. Apparently, the Preds are asking for a first round pick, a top prospect, some way too high to me. A2, I maybe miss you. You maybe missed that one. A2, who are you referring about A2? We need McDavid and Montreal, Luciano. Team Canada, first line, Crosby, McKinnon, Reynard. They would be Team Canada, best line. Minnesota was starting. They finally won. Yes, Luciano. They are 9-1-1 for Reno Raleigh. First round pick, top prospect for Reno Raleigh. Good luck. If Montreal have, they're going to make a big mistake if they do that. I'm opinion. How many goalies the two Montreal have under contract? Pete Martin, good question about that one over there. All right, you have Fuller, Kakkonen. All right, you have Ragov, Vekvenat, that's 4. And Russia, you have Bonne, you can see right there. And then an NC, you have Croteau, Convoyer, Mailer. I don't think I missed one now, but that's give you 8 right there. So Fuller, Kakkonen, NC, Desnoyers, or Convoyer, with Miller, and Croteau, that's 5. And then you have KHL, Volankin, CHL, Rakov, Vekvenex. That's 8. Actually, I thought Sullivan was going to make it friends. McDavid, except for the team, I don't want Sarkozy on the first line. I like him with Demidov. He can express himself more on the ice. That play on the third wheel with Suzuki and Caulfield. Russian guys, KHL, whatever they call it, Cordin, and VHL, Konishkov looking better. Have a good month, Konishkov in November. Sobolev just get sent down to VHL a couple of days ago. Kenin, after an injuries, missed a couple of weeks, and now he's back on the VHL. Volankin, like I mentioned earlier, he's now on the VHL. That said, guys, on the European part, Koivu, we talk about him struggling. Philip Eriksson have a really good start. Struggle a bit, come back, change the team this year. He's looking better. I like his game, but is another Vincent Rover type. May see he's going to be with Laval at some point. Ramis Burvis, guys, this is a really interesting guys, defenseman, big body. He started very well last year. He got injured. He got demoted and never recovered. He went to the World Junior Championship. It was not very good. Sweden struggling. And then he come back very bad. This year, same situation. This is going to be very hard for him. Nothing there. Rover, like I would just talk about him a couple of minutes ago. And then Kostenko played last year with the KHL. VHL, and then this year he decided to go on the Slovakia League, where he's pretty good but Slovakia is not really a big league, so we'll see what happens with Koskinen with him. On that one, I would give a first round pick a prospect for the Ryan O'Reilly. Yeah, I'm always draft a goalie. I like that. I think the real might be a little bit old now, Perry. McDavid need to avoid Ben Dan Marino of the hockey. It's not something he will want. Where is this? Suzuki Caulfield never can find players to play on the other wing. 4 years old, there are still a chance, Luciano. Here we go. Next one, guys, and NC. This is what most of the players are. That's the reason it's good watching them. Michael Edge, Michigan. Great year so far. Looking good with that part over there. Uh, um, I think I miss, by the way, guys, I completely miss here Zarowski. That's funny one over there. On the kid shell right there, guys. That's funny. I completely miss Zarowski, so don't forget about that. I apologize for this one. And say, guys, Michael Edge, Michigan, great year so far. He started very hard, but really, he got many points again. Sloppy team, I would say to you. Have a good year. For the last 2 weeks, have maybe 1 or 2 points. That's all for Michael Edge. Mooney have 3 goals, 6 assists, I believe, for 9 points. Play good with Golfer, but we not have the highlights I was expected. Maybe my expectation would be high. But Golfer, guys, are not play well this year compared to what's expected. So we have to wait what you see. Maybe because they play the 2-man game too much, especially on the power play. Wait until Crosby beat the milestone of the most point with a single team, which is around 18-10. Then we make an offer to acquire him. What I want is Crosby don't leave Pittsburgh. For McKinnon is not leaving Pittsburgh. Coach already has Zarowski and Ab lineup, not a prospect anymore. I'm coming now, guys, with my top 10 right there. Give me 1 minute. Sawyer play with the Providence Friars. Have a good year so far. He is now with 5 goals. You can see, guys, when you watch his game, compared from last year, he is more confident. You can see his full year helping him. This is a guy, guys, is underrated, in my opinion, and with the team. Ben Merrill is on the transition right now, and so he scored 2 goals, I believe, so far. Merrill, big body, 6'4". It's too early to consider him a long term with the Montreal Canadiens, but we have to see what he's going to get there. I think an extra 2 years and NCAA minimum for Merrill. Jack Smith, guys, has been in the NCAA for 4 years now. Don't expect anything. Maybe will never be with the Montreal Canadiens organization. Another a draft pick by Marc Bergevin. Sam Harris, guys, does not play at the same level like he was last year. Have a great start last year. Remember, at 13, 14, 15 goals. Harris, some point, was lead the NCAA. This year is completely different. Now, last year was maybe the thing was so good with Biom and Devine and everybody else. Smith, Harris, they have a great year. Luc Middlestad is Luc Middlestad. Go to hear his name a lot. He's great defenseman, good on the both side of the game, very smart, play his game very well. How he going to carry this with Laval Rocket will be fun. This is another dog player. We said you have to pay attention and the long term, but we'll see what he's going to like. Quentin Miller is interesting. Quentin Miller is a goaltender starter now with the Denver University. Play almost every game, and he's looking good. To be honest with you, he's looking good, Miller. Still early. I always said the biggest difficult things for me, and I know I don't know too much about goalies, but it's getting worse, is all the stats and insight for the goaltender. This is just a mirage for me. It's a stat, don't tell me too much, but if you look about his performance, he's pretty good, Quentin Miller. Croteau is still with Dartmouth. Not a bad year so far. He was hurt at the beginning of the season, but we'll see what's going to do. He's a big body. At Dinwiddie, but I should put Cournoyer. As the reason why you call him Cournoyer, Dinwiddie, it's Cournoyer, guys. His name, Alexis Cournoyer, because one of my girlfriend was Dinwiddie. So I messed up the name right there. Anyway, they all guys, all the players around the Montreal Canadiens organization. Yes, maybe I missed where a couple. Maybe I did not touch the Lion, the 12-year Lions. I did not touch the player under contract play under order. What for me was more the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. Soaking wet, Perry for Zaroski. About tomorrow game is 10 o'clock, guys. I think it's at 9:30 Ovidio. I could be wrong. Ivan Cournoyer, the road runner, PS. You're right about that. So that's it, guys. That's what you're looking for, right? Thanks again for all the likes. The top 10, not that one, but is this one. My top 10 prospect guy last year. Last summer, last July, I apologize. Konishkov, number 10. And then you have Zaroski, number 9. Joshua Roy at 8. Florent Jekai at 7. Engström at 6. Kapanen at 5. Owen Beck at 4. Fuller at 3. Michael Edge at 2. David Reinbacher at 1. Now, this was in July 2025. Everything changed. Reinbacher got hurt. Kapanen moved up with the Montreal Canadiens. And that's it. So that would change everything for me. I look around. Willie, welcome in the house, my friend. Thanks to be with us. Happy Thanksgiving. I look around everything for the Montreal Canadiens, and they are what I see so far this year. What my projection it will look like in the future with the Montreal Canadiens. I put this all together. 10 is very hard because your player like Farrell could be at the top 10. You could tell me one player could be in the top 10, like maybe Vincent Rover or someone else. And I go there. If you tell me, look, your number 5 should be number 3, it's okay with me. I just expect a long term also with the Montreal Canadiens. So here's my list, and you already see it on that one for the Montreal Canadiens. 1 year can make a big difference. I agree with you about this, A2. I think one Le Cavalier and Hugo want to Richard talk about Demidov. They might have been told to look at Zarovski, maybe right, Pete Martin, about that. Here we go, guys. My number 10, no chance, Bogan Kanishkov. Look, he have a great year, have a good month with November. He's signed until 26, 27. Don't expect him. It will be always saw him at a training camp during summer in July. 6 foot only, good skater. Picard is between the pipe now for others. My number 9, I put Vincent Rover right now. I could put other players, could be there, but I decided to go with Rover because what I saw with the Montreal Canadiens, again, long shot for sure. Number 8, Joshua Roy. He dropped from, well, he's still number 8. So he don't drop a lot. Guys, I could be him out of my top 10, but if you look about other players, I go with him for right now. Owen Beck is number 7. This is the one that dropped a little bit from Beck from 4 to 7, in my opinion. He got passed by Jekai, went out by Kapanen as a center. Is the 3rd center we're looking for, and he got passed by them on that one. And then I put Florent Jekai on number 6 for Florent Jekai. Now, Florent Jekai, what he accomplished with Montreal Canadiens last game. Since he moved from the first line with Laval Rocket, he have a better game, more intense, everything like that. I think that motivates him, and we'll see what happens there. So that's my number 6. Now we go to surprise everyone, guys. Michael Edge on number 5. Yeah, I put in Michael Edge, guys, on number 5. And they have reason behind that, and I will tell you why. And it's nothing against him, but I watched him for 2 years. I'll be honest with you, I watch his game normally the Monday. One is more quiet the Monday. For 2 years, I watched him, and for 2 years, I listened to Brent Nanuto, the head coach of the Michigan. His show is every Tuesday. And he talk about his player, talk about fun things, and about Michael Edge. PW said Michael Edge moved from center to the winger. Why? But you have other effect like the roster for the Michigan first, the secondly, his face-off is not good for the Montreal Canadiens. For the age with Michigan, he's really struggling there. That said, he had what 20 points maybe right now. I don't know the total, 19 points. He has right now half of his point again a team are lower on the division number one. His point not coming again Penn State, or they're not coming again the top best team in the NCAA. That said, his defensive zone coverage is still lacking, in my opinion. He's not strong enough, in my opinion. Put this together, it's nothing negative about him. It's just an improvement he need to be. But to put him right now and to put him right there, the second server Montreal Canadiens, he's going to be great. He still have a lot of work to do. It won't be finished his season. He's going to be with Laval Rocket. It's going to be 1 year for Laval Rocket, maybe 2 years for me and Michael Edge. So great hands, great skater, great vision, great offensive side. Now his other side. Who will remind me? The same level of the play, not on the scoring chance, on the scoring goal. But Cole Caulfield guy was exactly the same way in the NCAA. His defensive side was very bad for Caulfield. It's nothing against Michael Edge. It's just my number 5 right there for that one. Let's see what we got here in the chat before we move on. Gretzky on that one. You are correct, Naz. Crosby, nothing. I would say Crosby again. That's what come off giving the chance he has. I could not capitalize. Yes. That's it, guys. For thanks for the likes. That's it for Hawaii, guys. Whatever you and you know, a couple of weeks ago, Roy Stroud, he was with us before. He's not here anymore. He was talking about Hawaii. He's not a good skater, everything like that. We gave him everything, every chance. I was defend him, Hawaii, because I would say, look, he worked hard during the summer. He show up at the camp. He got caught. He go to Laval. He work hard. He produced. We give him another chance. But the story is a sign for Hawaii. He would never have been that player we'll expect, unfortunately, for him. And that's it. I don't see anything else could happen to him, honestly, for that one. Yeah, we share NFL list coach A2. Thanks so much, A2. Gretzky talking about this. For the Edge is Zarowski for PS. Agree. Now it will stay. Edge looked like a Kenchuk for that one. A question, Perry. When I look at your list at 10, I don't feel too comfortable. Why do you, so many of the experts, Jeff O'Neill, Greg Button, Marty Biron, all said Montreal has the best prospect pool. But now, you have to take a chance, Perry, now. My top 10 prospect was only the player was not with the Montreal Canadiens. That said, Perry, all the expert you talk about, and then you have example Scott Wheeler, Chris Peters, Corey Proman, and all the people that Elite Prospect, and I can go all the way like that, right? But usually they make their list to evaluate an NHL team under 23 years old. If you are 23 years old before before September 15, you're not part of that list. So if you put with that list, Lane Hutson, Demidov, Kapanen, I miss one, Sakaski, that's increasing the level of the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. So that's the reason behind that, Perry. You have to understand that, and that's where they are coming from. Good point. A great question, by the way, to explain the reason I put in my top 10 right there. The thing about Joshua is was a threat like a prima donna and a QM. His reality is he's now played with many equal players. Good point about that. Although the zone coverage is very bad. And we have a goal for the Oilers, and That's it. Now, maybe his first goal, I don't know. Is it Tomasek? Uh, it's Kladenberg scored a goal for them. I was not sure it was. It's a little high for Joshua. Well, I ask you a question, Coach, up in the chat. I don't think it was a 3 deal. I disagree a little bit with Coach. I think they see they got that one. Lausanne, for sure. Do you think the app might be evaluating showcase Engström? I think I answered that one. Après, les prédateurs are asking for three for Raleigh. Coach already has Zarski out. Coach, I always forget to ask you, why was Zarski a second round? What was team worried about or did not see on him? Good question about that. First of all, Zarski, he was not viewed by many people, and it's still not many team guys can cover MHL, VHL, and KHL. That's the first thing. Secondly, guys, he was honestly a 150 players. On the most of the prospect list, Sarowski was between 25 to 45 between all of them about that. If Montreal does not jumping from what it was, Montreal was what, 37, 38, I believe, or 39 last year. I think it was 39, 41. I could be wrong. Anyway, if Montreal does not jump at 34 to get him, they will pick up after that right away, 35, 36, right there. Sometime the size of the player for Zarowski could be where, but I'll be honest with you, some team never been sold on Zarowski, whatever the expert would predict him to be end of the first round, the beginning of the second round, about that. That's the best question or answer I can give it to you about that part over there. When you see his highlights, you see his game is pretty good overall from Zarowski. His hands was unbelievable. For me, his hands is really where make a big trend right there on that one. I like as number one is bound on that one. Let's see what we got here. If you have any question, Rebecca said I had a follower, PLW. Age position college is more impressive que what Zarowski is going. I really don't need Engström. There we go for ML. Edge position college is more impressive que what Zarowski. I disagree with you about that. N26 again disagree, but it's okay. Here the case: Zarowski and the KHL play with professional hockey players. You have only a few rookie players in the KHL have the same kind of point he has right now, Zarowski. I'm talking about Kaprizov. I'm talking about Demidov last year. It was Kuznetsov, and it was one more players have a number of point. And, you know, a 42 game, 45 game, a 48 game. That said, I don't say Zarowski is going to be Demidov, but what he accomplished right now is harder at what Michael Edge he accomplished in NCAA. NCAA, guys, not many players are the same level at the KHL. Example, Radulov. Tell me which player in NCAA right now play like Radulov, compare that, and I can go with many others. Reinbacher is still ahead of Fuller, PLW, on that list, on your list, ahead Reinbacher on that one. PS on this one. You're welcome, A2. Not a lot of scout we shot right now can be fit for a Bobrov contract, PLW. Good point about this. Engström, one play touch, top for the Habs. Arsenal Madison is played for the Montreal Canadiens. You know what? I'm not sure about this. If Madison play, Engström play right defenseman, I think he's better at Carrier. In my opinion, it would be better at Carrier. how the NCAA players are skating like Bandon players. And that's what I'm difficult time to compare. That's what I try to explain. Hey, coach, in my opinion, Fowler is going to make the biggest impact on the Montreal Canadiens if he's good as advised. Ab would be contender for years to come. And so he's not even Canadian junior. About that, Zarkowski, 700 pounds, is 3 years away, is lucky. Now, remember, guys, what it was the weight of Cole Caulfield and NCAA? Do you remember what it was? Many player guys, prospect, have a really good talent. Their weight is really light. But they find a way to get that part and they go up. Willie, Coach, you have Reinbacher and Fowler ranked 3 and 4 back to back. One will be out, see them, the starting lineup. That's a great question, William. You never know what the curve of the progression for the Montreal Canadiens players, right? Jacob Fowler, I think for me, 2 years from this year. So I think next season is going to be back in Laval. And then the first year, it should be with Laval, with Montreal. It could be next season, some kind of call up. Could be up in there too. That would be my expectation on that one. The next player you talk about is Reinbacher. Reinbacher, guys, about his injuries. He's just behind about everything on that one. We have some kind of pushing left and right there. Dallas. It's just a question of time, David Reinbacher. I think if you can have a solid until February, the Montreal need a defenseman. Reinbacher could be there. But again, we don't know what he would be. Should be there next season if everything turn around to be good. Willie, by the time we tell us those measurements means nothing PLW. If Engström and Madison don't play physical, we have a problem. PS. Let's say wait on the initial player or round. Cole Caulfield was much a better player in college que Zarowski. But Zarowski never played there. But because you said, again in 26, you said the weight of Zarowski is a problem. That's what I referred that to you. I didn't say Caulfield is not better. Zarowski is better to Caulfield. I just said the weight, it's not a problem for me. With Zarowski, a lot of stake to raise his weight. Zarowski never weighed more since he bans. Ovechkin's been listed at 238 of his career, but probably play at 260 for most of like PLW. Engström will likely to be more physical than Madison, but are still more of the OSC to tie away. Hutson Caulfield. Now, finish my list, guys. Michael S., David Reinbacher, Jacob Fowler, Alexander Zarowski, and Adam Engström. I still sold on Engström. I believe Zarowski, guys, in my opinion, have a bigger ceiling at Michael Edge today. We'll see what happens in the next. Jacob Fowler, guy, is, for me, is going to be with Montreal Canadiens. David Reinbacher, he should be there. Him is just a question to play hockey. That's simple. Play, and we'll see after that. I have no doubt Michael Edge could have a great career in NHL. And the only reason I said that about him is to wait longer if it would look like for him. But yeah, nothing different about that one. And that's conclude, guys, my top 10. And I think overall, it's pretty good for the people. They take a measurement when they enter the league, and they never revise it for that one. Let's go what we got here. We'll go back right here. Zarowski will never be as good as Caulfield. Yeah, I agree with you about that. I never said Caulfield. I never said Zarowski is going to be better at Caulfield. What you refer, it was the weight of Zarowski. I said, for me, it's not matter the weight of the players. At some point, they pick it up their weight at the same time. They have programmed to do that. For me, it's not a problem. Engström is just the usual great Swedish defenseman model, PLW. Good night, Mr. Perry. See you tomorrow. my friend at Peter, can you guys name me a bad Sweden defenseman in NHL? If Age become a mic picker, we are in business. Age is our most important prospect at forward. Yeah, possible. That said, it's not because he's the most important player. He is going to make he's going to be right there about that. Cliff Roney was 5'8" on season. He has a pretty good career. About that, Phil Kessel used to hide every time he has to hate. That dude was hilarious at A2. Yeah, great point about that there for sure. Let's move on, guys. I'm almost at the end of the show, and I did not talk about everything I want to talk about this. Don't expect too much vibe. That was about Michael, about for them. Now, I don't know if you watched my video today. I don't know if I can get it somewhere. I cannot get it. I don't know where is that. Let me see that. My honestly, when I want to talk about this guy is about Montreal Canadiens, the scale versus size. My video. I think Ken Hughes have to make some kind of move. In my opinion, and is right here. Montreal Canadiens in the last 2 weeks, 252. And the video today was about the size of Montreal. Montreal have need to change that. And one of the biggest problems they have to figure out is they have right now 11 players at 6 foot and under. 11. They have 8 forward, 6 foot and under, and they have 3 defensemen, 6 foot and under. And you can go all around the NHL, guys. If you want to win in NHL, you cannot have 11 forward at 6 foot and under. It's never happened. Montreal have 5 players play physicality and grits. Both Jacky went out, and Florent is part of this. Guhle, Anderson, Sakoski. And you have to be with Sakoski, right? So if you think about this, they don't have. Now, you tell me, oh, but Davidson's trouble budget. Yes, but they are 6 foot and under. That said, the Eton still Montreal Canadiens, it's not done yet. You have to find bigger size because the league now work with skill, size, and speed. I call the 3S. The 3S have to be there for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not there right now. Gary Cournoyer, thanks so much, my friend. Hutson, really, Madison, sound like an amazing trait. Please, because we don't want the team to handcuff themselves with his salary. On that one. For me, Engström look like Mets Auckland. That's a good one about that. So this is what Montreal already where they are struggling. And I will add one more thing, guys, for this before I move on. Fleur Panthers last year, when they won the Stanley Cup, 4 players, 6 foot and under, and they have only 1 defenseman and 3 forward. And that including, guys, Marchand inside the forward. That give you an idea what they look like, the Montreal Canadiens versus them. And they have to figure out that if they want to become a great team in NHL at some point. This is the next thing they have to do with Ken Hughes. Whether Edge can become as good as Patterson and 26. Maybe. I don't know. And I cannot tell you what's happening there. I just see where he is right now, Michael Edge. And Michael Edge right now is not there yet. And he was drafted as a center. Now we put him as a winger. Can he become that player? I don't know yet. That's how we tell us for Montreal Canadiens. I just believe me, Zarowski is going to be a future Montreal Canadian compared to other players. That's it. Great coach, they also no S. I apologize for that one, A2. Thanks for letting me know. I will remember that one. It's very visible now, Pierre, but his performance has been excellent. It does not label right there. Austin Edge does not look like a second center. You're right about that. It's right. I'm not sure if it's going to happening there, honestly. Um, but it's something you have to figure out that for sure. Edge will want to turn pro before season, and it will definitely to get there for sure. He's a great potential. He's a great hockey player, and we see with the time he's going to go there for sure. We're almost at the end, guys. I still have I could talk about many things. I will move on to the clash if you don't mind. Then we'll be out for tonight. Don't forget, guys, we start a new Survivor this weekend, and you can join us live. Let me know you pick starting this weekend. Tomorrow, Montreal Canadiens play at 9:30 a.m. p.m. If my memory is good. Let me check that. Our play for Dallas, by the way. Austin friendly, still 5 reading. 15 game. 9:30 a.m. p.m. Eastern time tomorrow night. I was right. If Edge cannot be second line center, trade Edge, Zareski, Engström, and go get second line center. Yeah, possible. And 26, like I said yesterday, I believe Michael Edge could be a player, could be traded at some point, or any other to get that single center. We'll see if he will be available for that. I think it's still too early to trade those kind of players because they are not at their best. They did not reach the ceiling, but they did it. We're looking. I picked Colorado this Saturday for Survivor Coach. There we go. Pierre, the champion, go with Colorado. Thanks so much, my friend. Well, Coach, I learned from you and Fantasy Trade are the best way to make a great team. I'm waiting for your offer, sir. I don't trade a lot, my friend Willie, but I can look at your team in case something can really pay my attention for sure. I have too many injuries right now, Willie. I have 6, 7 right now. Terrible. Let's go for the clash, guys. Ready? 6 questions tonight. 6 questions. First one. Florent Jacquard will play over 30 games this season with the Montreal Canadiens. Florent Jacquard is very, very early. Trade them. A great point about that. Thanks for being with us. First time, I believe you are the Hockey National Show. If you are, welcome to the family. If not, welcome back. Mr. Pondering Trap. I wait for you answer on that one. Do you think Florent Jacquard play not allowed PS? Yeah, Florent PL plus 30 game. Interesting. We have 1-1 right there. We have 2 not allowed, Randy. Biladi is, you said 6-7, Willie. 5-on-3 power play for Dallas. 2-man advantage with 38 seconds at 6:12 the second period. That's split right there. And then interesting, guys. Austin, absolutely. I don't think that will. I hope he will, but I don't think he will. With Dak Newhook out, is very likely. Mark, not allowed, Willie. Not allowed with you. I think I'm going to go not allowed because Doug's coming back very soon. And I think at the end, probably not, but he should. You're right about that. 5-on-3 guys for Dallas Star. A goal on the back door. What a great pass, guys, of Dallas again. Jason Robinson scored goal. Just want to let you know that. Fan would be 8. Martin alive is throwing him. Probably not, but we'll see. Yeah, I think it will not get there, but you never know about that. I think Engström is going to play Mocha Jacquard. That would be very interesting to watch him. Colorado guys, over 135.5. This is the record for the Boston Bruins and 22-23, I believe. And do you think the Colorado Avalanche are going to have the best season in NHL? I want to get a sleep early tonight, but coach, always keep me awake, Pierre. Sorry to hear that, Pierre. But we are happy to see you around a long time with us. This kid with 4 years left on deal after his season. The time will come, either his deal will end, or he will want to out if the team does not become contender soon. Yeah, we'll see about that. I will play Florent and the line up. Venano, Mark. This is very interesting, Mark, because some piece of the puzzle could be fixed at some point. Not allow Austin absolutely cash. Not allow Billy. So sad are losing 5-1, Randy. I'm sure you are crying right now, Randy, for the Oilers. Tony, speaking of the player who would too early to trade because they have not reached the ceiling. I'm trained, but it's so hard not to be able to go about Lehkonen is a winner. He got traded, Lehkonen, at 25 years old. Tony. He got traded at 26 years old. So he knew already what he would be in NHL. On that one. Can you imagine if we put together a blockbuster trade and I thought we'd lose some sleep, Woody? You're right. Not allowed for Avalanche. Florian, not allowed. Colorado will finish number 1, but won't have the best season history. Not that dog in the house coach this morning. No, we're not babysit anymore. They are all out. They have some outside, but not here. Sometimes will happen in Mountain Coach, fire or big trade soon. Something have to happen for sure. 6-1 right now. Dallas against Edmonton. Wow. I will say to you, not allowed. The next one, minimum of 4 players with over 50 goals this year. We have players like McKinnon, Kiki, right now. I'm still crying. Wait, trade Lehkonen, Pete Martin. Absolutely, I want to break the curse this season, Willie. Sometime will happen in Montana. We finish, but now I guess that one. 6-1, it keep getting worse in Edmonton, Mark. Yes, imagine that you have only one game in NHL, how the people watch this game left and right. McKinnon 60 plus goals, and what will Art trophy? I agree with you, and 26 for that one. The dog is on the grill, PLW. What do you want from Villano, honestly? Not much about what he's doing. I think his first couple of games, it was really difficult for him. But the last couple of games, did not turn around the puck too much. But unfortunately, I would like to have a better player to bring more offensive at the game. You have better somewhere, somehow, I believe. I'm sure you can acquire Skinner with a bag of the donuts on that one. Absolutely. PLW. Minimum of 4 player guy with over 50 goals. I believe it will happen this year. Don't be surprised. Pastnak will be one. McKinnon will be another one. Kiki will be another one. And Connors could be another one. I think that will be absolutely on that one for sure. A lot of goals this year. I agree with you, Austin. The next one, guys. A team fire a coach before the end of the 2025. Maybe Edmonton. Maybe Nashville. Maybe someone else. Because Vancouver and St. Louis they cannot fire anybody. Buffalo. Coach now has a real version of eating a dog. Here we go. About that one, one of the dog is still a hot dog. With that, Pete, so is Marty. He has devastating at the time. So was Gallagher, probably still are. About that, absolutely cash, absolutely Billy. At the end of 2025 year, by the way. But if it's the Sun Center, it got it's he get as quick feet. Yeah, I agree with you about that. What is missing is offensive side of the game, I believe. Absolutely for PS. Thanks so much, my friend. PS on that one. I'm going to move up a little bit better. Guys, Merry Christmas. You're off fire, Austin. Lucky I didn't say the state bag about that. Will you buy tickets? I was thinking about PLW today when I did that. Would you buy tickets for the Olympics 2026 or over a World Cup soccer final? Yes, coach, I'll be fire. Probably the Grand Ménage and Nashville Trust and Brunette fire PLW. Randy, yes, right. Ovidio, yes, absolutely. The Olympic over the World Cup on that one. Paul Popper, yeah, Billy. Absolutely, Claude, World Cup, Luciano. See, guys, everybody wants to go Olympic, and Luciano is always different. Luciano, you wait and see, oh, now the people go there, me, I'm going to another side. Luciano like to create controversy, Luciano, all the time. Absolutely, World Cup, PLW, Billy, absolutely, World Cup, Luciano, like I said. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't like soccer at all. So for me to be at the World Cup, it's like to go to McDonald's. Like nothing makes it fun in my life. So I will say to you, Olympics will be my pick on my ticket. You give me a ticket. You're welcome, Reggie. You are quiet, Reggie. You did not talk a lot tonight, Reggie. I'm currently loving that. Lekinen is my fantasy. I trade color for Lekinen. Here we go. Not a bad choice, Winnie, right now, if you trade that one. The atmosphere and World Cup is on and a lifetime things. Good point about this, let you know. About that. I think a big part of the league have already quit on very big. Good point about this, Tony. I agree with you. Soccer can be a hooligan. Olympics, soccer. There we go. Last one, guys, because PLW said that. I'm going to finish this one, next one tonight. It's funny, PL, you really read my mind today. Trust would be the head coach and the GM at the same time before the end of the season. So what happening is going to fire Brunette, and he's going to be the coach behind the bench. I agree or disagree with that. And that will be the last question of the night. Yesterday, in Premier League Soccer, a player slapped his own teammate in the face and got a red card. That's funny. You are the new French ranch, Woody, about this. Sorry, coach, Ben, just listening. That's all right, Randy, buddy. We love you, buddy. Not allowed, Austin. Cash not allowed on that one. So we don't see him to be a GM coach. Yes, Billy, that's a hot take. Yeah, right. Not allowed, Willie. I don't know what the plan would be look like to have him one make it fun. And Nazareth is the one create that. You're right about this. Would that make Trust the oldest coach ever in NHL? I don't think so, Mark. Yeah, I can see Trust filling in for the end of the season. Yeah, but makes sense if I want to rebuild. Good point about that. Also, pondering Fireboat in Nashville, Pete Martin. And we great about that one there for sure, guys. And that's conclude, guys, the show tonight. That's it. That's all. What a night. You know, this during the season, we don't do a lot of show for Montreal Canadiens, so I'm glad I did not do the game Dallas and Moncton. It'll be painful. So when I want to do the game, give to win the Montreal Canadiens and Utah. Possible I do a pre-game show from 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Just watching that, and we'll see notification, and I'll be see what happening for the Montreal Canadiens tonight. Expect Montreal Canadiens guys to really play hard tomorrow. They have to show something there. I think about play on much rate. And it's Thanksgiving. They're going to be in Vegas. After that, they're going to celebrate Thanksgiving in Vegas. After the game, they're going to take the plane. They'll be there 1 o'clock the night. They're going to be out. They don't have no curfew. They're going to celebrate Thanksgiving in Vegas. So this is a great way. So they would like to get out. And with a W tonight, I expect effort, physicality. Utah is a good team. And it's going to be a matchup between Sikorsky versus Guhle. So it will be interesting to see that. I would add McDavid and McKinnon. Which would you pick for the Habs? McKinnon. No hesitation. You're welcome, Pete Martin. Pre-game show. Tailgate party. Here we go. So all for the leave. All about the tailgate party. PLW, that'd be good. You have been awesome, coach, in the second half of the 2025. By the way, thanks so much. Appreciate that. And the only reason we get awesome is because the people like Woody and many of you are. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. And that's concluding another show of the Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation. And where Tony knocked the door to look at the bright side. And then one thing, one player of the late kid would like to have other salary. And he did it again. Sorry about that. I messed up that one.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Tony. Tony scored a goal for the Hockey Nation, the only goal we got tonight. We'll go to an assist to Luciano. Tonight, got an assist. He's going to play with Willie Snyder on the same line. Both of them got an assist. Tony, thanks so much. Be well, BL. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate second half. What? Someone said 2025, like he said. PW, always a pleasure to see my friend. And glad to see all of you. Thanks so much. Mark, hopefully you feel better. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. I appreciate that. Pray for Jose Duarte and Rain and all the people. Mr. Tony also, thanks so much. Mr. Pray for Enartap, his dad, if you don't mind, everybody. That'd be good. Thanksgiving, guys, and today's don't miss the show, guys. The Thursday night, I need to prepare the show. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. And come back to see with us at 9:30, 8:30 p.m. Until then, my friend, the Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation, and all the animals in the Kingdom of Thailand want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Thanks, Lucian, to be with us tonight. I appreciate that. And Randy, have a good night, buddy. And I will see you next time. How's it going to go? Thank you for the news update. Booyah!